Well, I hate it, but my video recorder, and you know what brand it probably is, did not record audio, so I don't have anything. Flossie May was in front of me, and we were talking back and forth through our cardos, so we didn't get any of that uh, audio, any sound. So I'm going to tell you what we're doing. This is Rainbow Springs. We're going from the north to the south, and this is that road that's been closed for several months, maybe a year. Had a road wash. The road washed out down next to 64 between Hayesville and Franklin. So they've just got it fixed and a week or so ago. So we decided we would ride it. And I thought I'd video it so that people can see what this Rainbow Springs Road is about. They've got it in pretty good shape. Got a good crown on it here, so it slopes off to either side. That's going to help washing away and keep gravel on it. No mud holes. So Suzanne, I mean Susie, I do not say Susie, it's Flossie Mae. Flossie Mae's in front of me, and she's on her CF Moto 450 Ibex that she just bought a few months back. And our friend Danny Boy, is up in front. You don't see him in the distance because he was probably 10 minutes in front of us. But you see in these corners like that one that he was getting on the throttle pretty heavy and turning the gravel up. Uh, and some of the corners, as he's coming into them, you can see he's hard on the brakes. So he's turning the gravel up, going in and coming out. So anyway, Rainbow Springs Road, uh, it's a good section for the, I guess it's Smoky Mountain 500. I think goes through here, and also on the southeast BDR, maybe it goes through. Uh, I've ridden this for years. I've ridden on bicycles and motorcycles. Uh, go through there, then you want to come out on Wayaha Road. You need to go up to Wayaha Bald and look at the fire tower. That's part of the out and back. It's an out and back from Smoky Mountain 500 and maybe southeast BDR. It's a nice gravel road. I've got that one recorded too. I'll be throwing that one up so you can see what it is. And Flossie Mae got into a little battle up through there. She rides that 450 really good. She she rides it as fast as anybody needs to be riding on it. Anyway, she does good on that thing. At one point, I don't know what point of the video is, she hits a rock. I don't know how they did take it out of the road, but she hit it and got a little hair off of it. And I think it might be in the very first section. Um, anyway, I'm telling Flossie Mae that Dan, he likes to go fast, and he always says, "Oh, I wasn't riding fast. I was taking it easy." But anyway, if I told her, if he's down here, if he's had a good ride down through here, he will be stopped at the end, and he'll be smoking a cigarette. So you'll have to stay tuned to see if, yeah, in reality, that's what he's doing. But he has to smoke a cigarette. So for some reason, he don't want some of his friends to know he smokes cigarettes. So hey, dude, smoke cigarettes. You just smoke cigarettes. Anyway, I may I may fill some of this in with music, so might go to some time to time. I can't talk for 27 minutes on this. Anyway, but hey, I'm riding the Tenere 700. Uh, and it sounds good. I've got a complete exhaust on it, got a Rekluse clutch, a lot of knacks and all that good stuff. I got 35,000 miles on it, and I put a Tusk 2-track on the back, and it's got, I guess I've got close to 7,000 miles on it, and it's needing right now to the wear bar, so it's about ready to be replaced. But on test Tusk or Rocky Mountain, it's just one of the recall tires, and so I checked serial number. Yeah, it's a recall. We'll send you another tire. We'll send you the same tire. What do you want to do? I said, no, just send me another one of these 2-tracks. So they did. I got a new 2-track out there, and also $100 to have them uh, replaced, installed. So I've got a new 2-track out there to put on my Tenere. It is starting. You can feel it. It's starting to lose a little grip where in gravel that it had more grip to it. Now it's spinning a lot easier. So it's time. It's been a good tire. The thing about those is though, that thing is so stiff. The sidewalls are so stiff that even with no air in it, I can't tell it. When I first got them, I was running 28, and it felt like it was beating me to death. So I took the air down to 18. I couldn't tell any difference. So it's a stiff sidewall, and I've got it tubeless. I got the 3M wide tape, and I got the 3M marine sealant, and I sealed the spoke hose. Went around with that 3M foamy looking tape, and went around it, and so I made my tire tubeless because I didn't want to get someplace and not be able to get that tire off. It's a pain getting that rear wheel off. I don't care what kind of tire it is, but especially with a stiff sidewall. The lip on that rim is so wide, you have to push it way over to get it to go down into the well. So that's why I made it tubeless. And I bought some of these plugs that once you pull, say you got a nail in it or a screw or something, pull it out, and these plugs, I guess you need to put a little glue on, they screw into the tire like a hard plastic, maybe with some rubber on it, screws into the tire. So it's real easy to fix flat with a tubeless tire. I hadn't used it yet, and I hope I don't have to use it. I've got those. The front is still a tube tire. They're not near as bad to change. That rim is not, it's really a tubeless rim, so I'm a little hesitant to try it tubeless. I may at some time, but so far, the roads around here are pretty clean. You don't have much debris on the roads. I guess if you're in bigger cities and all riding, you might run into more screws and nails and stuff like that on the road, but we don't have a lot of that up here in the mountains. So I may just switch over to some. Let me see if I can find some music here. So a little more music, a little music.